They're all bright, bold white because I don't go in there. Don't go in the DMs. Don't do it. Hi, I'm Scott Porter, and I'm here playing Show the Shot or Take the Shot with Page 6. Here's how it works. They'll ask me to show something juicy from my phone. Yeesh. And if I don't want to reveal it, I gotta take one of these shots.
Show us the last text you sent in the Ginny and Georgia group chat.
The biggest Ginny and Georgia group chat that I'm a part of is a very small group. It's just the boys, me and Ray and Nate. Yep, boom. We missed this guy. Nathan didn't get to go to our premiere this year because he was working on a different show. So we tried to FaceTime him and get him there, but he was on set. So that's it. But we talk about Pokemon a lot. We talk about hockey a lot. We talk about video games in general and just how much we love each other. The guys on the show, we really have a close bond. So
show us a photo of the most mischievous person on the set of Ginny and Georgia.
You're not gonna recognize him from this picture because he's a lot bigger now, but this was on his birthday back in 2022, and it's Diesel Laraca. Now when we say mischief, it's really only like when we're in like eating scenes. The kid will just eat and eat and eat, and it becomes really kind of funny, and then he'll get a little, stomach will start to hurt a little bit, or when we're off camera, he'll load up on sugar, Oreos, gummies, whatever it is. And it's just high energy, man. I've watched him grow up, most of our cast has. He is the most awesome kid. That being said, I work with a smaller portion of our cast, so somebody else might tell you something different.
With no context, text a current or former co-star, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
If they do text you back, you don't have to take a shot. If they don't text you back, you do have to take a shot.
I'd like to say I could count on my old roommate on Friday Night Lights, Zach Gilford, but he's terrible at returning text messages. If I'm going to get an actual answer, I think I have to text Matt Lauria, who you might know from a ton of different shows. He is currently working on a new show in Canada, so I'm hoping he's not on set. Clear eyes, full hearts. Okay, I've done it. I never got to work with Matt on Friday Night Lights, but we have become such good friends over the years. The first day he was ever on set, I was coming off set from a prior scene, and he was like, hey, I just wanna stop you for a second, man. And he's the most sincere person you ever met in your life. I just wanna thank you for letting me be here. I was like, I didn't let you be here. You won the role, man. He's like, no, but I mean, like, if you weren't here first, I would never be here. I was like, okay. Matt is like the sweetest dude, and we've been really good friends ever since. So
you had recently addressed fans on Instagram who have gotten a little intense about your character Paul on Ginny and Georgia. Show us the wildest DM you've gotten about your character.
Oh boy, I never wade into my DMs. I don't do it. I mix it up in the comment section. I read most people's comments. Sometimes they get tough, Sometimes people aren't sure that I'm Scott Porter and not Paul Randolph. I like to just challenge the viewers to maybe put themselves in all of our characters' shoes, because at one time or another, every single one of our characters has done something crazy, has done something maybe possibly out of character, which is what real human beings end up doing in their, day-to-day life. And I do think that Paul was a little bit out of character, out of his own body, but driven there by heartbreak and frustration and anger. And I'm not condoning or defending any actions that he may have taken in like the final big conversation between Georgia and Paul, but I just challenge people to maybe understand like maybe how he got there, and it wasn't all on him. I mean, I have a lot of just I hate you. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't know, first of all, how many DMs are in there. They're all bright, bold white because I don't go in there. Don't go in the DMs, don't do it. But I've got this one. You are the meanest man ever, leaving Ginny, Austin, and Georgia Miller, all caps. You are the ultimate villain. And then on top of that, she had reasons for doing what she did. I am the ultimate villain. I have so many how dare yous. I feel like I'm back in the South. How dare you?
As you were saying, you were in an a cappella group. Do you have a picture or video from your time in the group that you can show us?
Yes, I do. I was in an a cappella group in high school. Actually a barbershop quartet that won our school's talent show and then got booed off the stage. The judges loved us, the crowd, not so much. So when we wanted to enter the talent competition the next year, we were told we had to update our act. So we added a 5th member, I started beatboxing. We became a band that was eventually called Voice Play, which I just went back and recorded a video with, so check them out. Back when we were 425 and thought we were so cool, this was us. In front of a parking garage, I don't know why. Yeah, look at that baby-faced Scott Porter at the very end. Why am I grabbing the wall? Who knows?
Do you have a photo you can show us from hanging out with the NSYNC guys?
Yeah, no, we opened for them just a few times, just a couple times. One famous one was we were on a stage in the middle of a lake. It was all in Florida, because that's where I went to high school and college. And when they were coming through Florida, they had their consistent opening act that was with them the whole time, like from their record label. And then they would do like smaller local groups. And so we were one of those smaller local groups. Unfortunately, we never really got close enough to NSYNC to like take pictures with them. They would always be like, they were young, we were young. Everybody was like hunkered down in their own green rooms. They had huge shows to do and everything was so meticulously planned. But years later when I was doing Speed Racer, Emil Hirsch, who was the lead for us on that movie, had just worked with JT on Alpha Dog, and we went to see him on his Sexy Back international tour in Berlin. And I do have a picture of me the day that he recognized me and remembered me. And I said, he looked at me when we went backstage that day and said, I know you. And I was like, you watch Friday Night Lights? And he was like, no, I don't watch TV. I know you from somewhere else. And I was like, I don't. And he was like, you were the beatboxer on that boat with us. And I was like, what? You have this massive career. How do you just remember? And he said, you know, when he was just breaking in, like he'd do a beatbox solo every show for anybody that saw NSYNC back in the day. And him and I were like mixing it up and like, you know, teaching each other little like tricks that we would use for beatboxing. So I do have a picture of me and Susan Sarandon and Emil Hirsch and Justin Timberlake, but no pictures of us with NSYNC. I wish. They were under strict protection and very strict regulated schedule too.
Show us a text or DM exchange you have with Vanessa.
Wow. Man, it's been a long time since I would have ever texted Vanessa. Yeah, no, it was an incredible experience, Masked Singer. I knew it was Vanessa the entire time, because her voice is just like unmistakable, and we did band slam together. She could not put her finger on who I was. She said she had like 4 different voices in her head and she kept on like trying to figure it out, and she would get close to the other costumes to try and just hear their natural speaking voice, which is, Vanessa, you can't do that. But I walked by her and I said the words through my gumball machine mask, I know who you are, and it was in her head, rent-free for the rest of the competition. And that was after we made it out of our group stages into the quarterfinals and semifinals. And then the finals came, and just like the movie Band Slam, I took 2nd place. Yeah, Ben Wheatley does not win, and either does Scott Porter. But here we are moments after she defeated me to take the Golden Mask trophy.
All right, show us your Safari search history.
Things about that, a lot of downloads that I can't share with you. Oh gosh, what about cornflake chicken? I'm gonna have to take a half shot here. Delta Wi-Fi cornflake chicken? I don't know, man. All right, whatever. Fine, sure, here we go.
You recently revealed that you were in the running to play Captain America. Besides Captain America, can you show us a film that you went out for and didn't get?
I mean, there's a number of ones that I went out for that Chris Evans beat me for. There is a series of movies that I auditioned for, met with the director on, you know, had a couple of callbacks for, and eventually tested for, that I lost all to Chris Evans. Danny Boyle's Sunshine, a little movie called Push, and then Captain America. So yeah, boom, boom, boom. 3 movies that I really wanted to do before I really settled into becoming a television actor, which I absolutely love to do.
Who is the last person that you sent a meme or like some funny Instagram to, and what was it?
I should take a shot for this. If it's just a static picture, it's what? I follow this account called Parent Normal, and I thought this was one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. And this is a picture of my children getting ready to leave the house. But I should probably take a shot for not knowing what a meme is, and I apologize, everyone.
Who is a former co-star that you would be okay with not working with again?
I would work with anybody again. Hollywood's a relationship business, and I always try to remember that if you had a bad experience with somebody on a set, you don't know everything that's happening in their life outside of that set. I'm not gonna name any names on that one. I took the shot.
All right, it's time. Let's see if we got that text response.
Can't lose! Matt Lauria, I love you, brother. Thank you for coming through for me. And that was Show the Shot or Take the Shot. And I took 3 of them. Check out season 3, and that's why I did it. I did 3 shots in honor of season 3 of Ginny and Georgia, which is now streaming on Netflix. Go watch it, and don't be grumpy with me. Bye!